Hey fam, welcome to Stronger Together, Closer to God podcast. This is Minister Vernon, and in today's episode, we're going to be doing this series from time to time called Reflect on This. It's an opportunity where I have either read, watched, or listened to something that really spoke to my spirit. I'm going to give you a summary of what I read, watched, or listened to, and then be able to share with you how God spoke to me on how to apply the information that was shared.
From friends to lovers,
to kisses and cuddles,
we are doing it
God's way.
This is Stronger Together, Closer to God.
I'm excited about this series that I'm doing with y'all because this is an opportunity to let you know that it's okay to read, it's okay to watch, and it's okay to listen to ministers, leaders, anyone that has wisdom that can be dropped into our spirit. And from time to time, I'm going to do this with you. This will be an opportunity where you get to see or listen to what I watch and listen time to time, or even read from time to time. And hopefully that it will be an inspiration to you, not only to check it out for yourself, or to be able to apply the wisdom that I got into your own lives. I will always put in the resource somewhere within the context of this message, so that way you can check it out for yourself. And maybe you will hear the same thing, or you might get a different perspective that you could share back with me. Today's Reflect on This is from Pastor Joel Osteen. And so his message was called The Secret to Solving Problems. Now, in summary, what his message was saying was that whenever you're going through, the best way to solve that problem is to do something for others while God works on the work for you. In other words, while you're going through a trial and tribulation and you've been trying to figure it out yourself and you don't know what to do about it, and you are just pulling your wits' ends about solving it, he recommends turn your attention and help someone else. Help other people. And as you're helping other people, and as you're helping them solve or encourage them or support them, God can work on your situation at the same time. Now, this is a unique concept because if you can remember from time to time, I've even said it on here, you hear it a lot, especially when you get on airplanes, is that in the case of an emergency, make sure you put on the mask on yourself first before you help others. Or even if you're on a cruise ship, they usually will tell you that in case of an emergency, put on your life vest first before you help others. This is a unique concept that goes a little bit the other way. But if you really understand why Pastor Osteen is sharing this, you will get a better understanding and a better way to apply this in your everyday life. See, Pastor Joel Osteen said that we all face challenges and things we need to turn around. We've been praying and believing, but nothing is changing. Sometimes God won't let you solve your own problem. The secret is that you have to help someone else to solve their problems. I remember when my wife and I, at the beginning of our relationship, we had some challenges. We had some intellectual disagreements with one another. And it came to sometimes a point where one of us, mainly my wife, would walk out of the house when it got too intense or too challenging. And that might be the case for you. It might be you, the wife, or you, the husband, or maybe you're courting and dating, that one of y'all kind of just walks out every time when the going gets tough. Well, the reality of it, I learned in the process, was that through our premarital counseling, one of the things that we had to do was turn it over to God. Somebody has to go to the Word. Somebody has to go and seek God's face. Someone has to pray and get wisdom and guidance from Him. And in the incredible thing about this, God spoke to us about serving others in the midst of our challenges. He wanted us to serve the people. He wanted us to be leaders of Elevation E groups. Now, you might say, That's crazy. Why not take care of your situation first, put that mask on you first, and then take care of others? Well, as you heard me say, sometimes God won't let you solve your own problem. The secret is you have to help someone else solve their problem. See, in Proverbs 11, verse 24 to 25, it says, "It is possible to give away and become richer, but it's also possible to hold on too tightly and lose everything." So if we hold on too tightly to the situation that is going on and the challenges that we're facing, we could possibly lose everything. We can possibly lose that loved one. We can possibly lose that individual that is really there to pour into us, to support us on our journey. So why not do the reverse? Why not give away and become richer? Why not give away the opportunity to listen to a young man, listen to a young woman, listen to someone that is in need in this moment in time and help them out? You never know. You will probably become richer because you'll get wisdom, guidance, understanding, mercy, grace to be able to God perfect purpose for your life. And Pastor Osteen continues on. He says, you have to take the focus off yourself and be good to others in your time of need. And so that's what my wife and I did. We took the issue off of us and we started pouring into other couples. I'm happy to say to you, I've been doing this for over 7 years now, pouring into the lives of other couples, individuals that needed godly wisdom and advice. And because we did this at the beginning of our relationship, we may have had one couple or two couples or three couples show up, but the wisdom that we were pouring into each other helped us solve our own marital challenges and situation. It helped me to become a better man, a better way of understanding my wife, better way of listening to my wife, better way of supporting my wife, better way to just be able to be attentive in those times of needs. See, we have to realize that whenever God is asking us to do something, He might have us to pivot, help someone else in the time that we need the most help. And the reason I think God does this is because He knows that if we keep trying to figure it out and do it ourselves, we're going to overwhelm ourselves. We're going to burn ourselves out and we're going to get so frustrated. We're going to give up and not move forward. And I think that's what Pastor Osteen realized. He said that as you sow that seed, that's going to bring a harvest that you're waiting for. But if you take your hands off of your problem and be good to someone else, God will put His hand on your problem and make things happen that you couldn't make happen. Even in the midst of times when my wife and I had our miscarriages and we were suffering so bad of not having children to raise on our own, God shared with us a way that we can still pour into others. And the way to do that is just very simple, is to find youth in the community and help them out. This is why we're celebrating 10 years of doing KidStream, a nonprofit organization which allows us to academically and socially prepare youth in elementary and middle school to strive to go into STEM careers. God told us to put our attention on others as He works out the situation. And so one of the things I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you, and I want you to realize is this, is that sometimes God will ask us to pivot when we're going through something to help someone else in need so that He can work things out for our good. And in return of the good service and in return of the good stewardship that we do, the result is going to be very beautiful, is that the situation will work itself out. I've seen it time and time again. I just gave you 2 examples, but there are many other examples I can give you personally that I realize, and I can say for certain that Pastor Osteen's message does really apply. Now, how do you do this? You seek God and ask God, where is your need right now? I know I have this situation. It is a critical situation. Maybe it's someone who is sick and you're worried that their health won't get better. Maybe it's your marriage and your relationship. You're struggling. You're not connecting in this moment of time. Maybe it's a situation where you're courting and dating and you're just having a lot of disagreements and things of that sort. Turn to God and ask him, where is the need right now? Where can I pivot to help someone else? Because realize it or not, when we say we put on that mask or put on that light vest, what we're doing is we're putting on God's armor. And when we put on God's armor, then we can help others. And when we can help others, if we get into a situation, guess what? It gets poured back into us. Someone is going to help us. Someone's going to give us wisdom. Someone's going to give us guidance along the way. So in summary, if you get an opportunity to, I made sure to put the link in so you can connect with the recording on YouTube, The Secret to Solving Problems by Pastor Osteen. Take time to listen to it. Let it marinate into your heart and into your mind and see how God can use you in this moment of time to help others in need as you're trying to go through the valleys and challenges that you have.
Joining us on Stronger Together, Closer to God podcast. Please continue to join us weekly as we share godly wisdom and advice to you. If you have any prayer requests or would like to sign up for a free 30-minute consultation with us, drop us a line at s2c2gpodcast@gmail.com. And if you like what you're hearing, feel free to partner with us by clicking on the Partners tab on the website. The more you give, the more we can spread the word and help us to reach our vision of bringing 1 million married couples stronger together, closer to God. Feel free to check us out on our website at s2c2gministry.com. Until next time, peace and blessings to all of you.